Hey, YouTube. Hey, you ever notice how some of these creators have 5, 10, 20,000 subscribers, but then their videos only get 500 or 1,000 views? Why is that? Well, the reason is this. It's because 80, 90% of the people that have subscribed are no longer here to watch those videos. And it makes one wonder, why is it that so many stackers ultimately get out of stacking or fail? Well, I want to talk about that today. And some of these reasons I'm going to talk about may ring true with you, and you can use them as warning indicators on your behavior. So, what makes me think I'm qualified to even talk on this topic? Well, I've been stacking for over 30 years. I've had friends and family members that have started stacking and gotten out of stacking. And on my time on YouTube, I get questions and have started up or had sidebar discussions with many stackers over the years, many of which who are no longer here. And so I've learned a lot during this time, and I see some common denominators with a lot of the people that ultimately fail at stacking. So let's talk about some of those common denominators. Finances. That's number one, I would say. So, how much disposable income do you have, and how much are you spending per week, month, year on precious metals? What I found is those people that spend more than the amount of disposable income they have set themselves up for failure in stacking, because ultimately some unexpected financial emergency is going to occur to all of us. And if you're not prepared and ultimately you're forced to sell some or all of your stack, that is a great way to find yourself ready to fail at stacking. Burnout. New stackers are famous for starting out at 100 miles an hour, buying everything that's shiny and attracts them. And when you're brand new, that's when you know the least about precious metals and you understand the market the least. It's the worst time to be buying a bunch, but most new stackers do that. And then a year later, they've learned quite a bit. And most new stackers will tell you if they had known when they started what they've learned, they would have done it differently. So my recommendation is, if you're a new stacker, for longevity purposes, pace yourself, and as you learn more, then be more confident in your purchases. Credit, or the way that people purchase. I guarantee you a lot of people fail at stacking because they purchase on credit. Now, if you're one of the small percent that can responsibly use credit to your advantage, then that is fantastic. But the fact is, many people who think they're in that category learn that they are not. And what happens is they use their credit card or they use PayPal credit on eBay to make purchases, and then ultimately they don't pay it off before the interest rates start taking effect, and they pay large interest rates, and it financially just ultimately turns into a nightmare for them, and they end up getting out because financially it becomes too painful to continue. So for most of you, my recommendation is think long and hard. If you're using credit to make your purchases, it could be an indicator that you are not spending within your means. A lot of people fail because they lose track of why they started in the first place. I'd recommend you ask yourself, why did I start doing this? Did I start because I was speculating that the price would go up, and so I was thinking of this as an investment that I could ultimately make money off of? Did I do this as wealth protection to help balance out my other stock and cash related assets? Did I do this because I thought it was a cool way to have a hidden or lower profile asset that maybe the government and the IRS wouldn't have direct knowledge of? Am I one of those people that's waiting for the collapse, and ultimately I'm going to trade it to buy anti-zombie bullets? I mean, there's all different reasons why people started. And what happens is people often lose track along the way, and their ultimate goals are forgotten about. It's fine and dandy to adjust your goals and to change your mind, but my question would be to you is, do you even know what the answer to the question is, why you started and why are you continuing right now? And because a lot of the people who ultimately fail at this, they cannot answer that question. So think of this as a long-term game. Avoid burnout, avoid overspending, avoid getting in debt with credit. Keep your eye on the ball. Remember why you're doing this. And if you follow those simple rules, the chances are, when I look back next year, not only will you be a subscriber, but you will actually still be coming and commenting on my videos. So I want us all to be successful and wish everyone the best. Y'all have a good one, you too. Bye.